I suppose I owe the discoveries that I made Jew to the Gentiles. There was a study group formed by a certain Professor Leonard, which was dedicated to abolishing what was he called Jewish physics. According to Leonard, relativity is a Jewish fraud. That was not anything new for Leonard. Years before, when I won the Nobel Prize, Leonard registered a protest. No one paid any attention to him then. In fact, they laughed at him. But today, he's getting respect. He called the group the natural German philosophers. I prefer to call them the anti-relativity company. They even had a bestseller, a book called 100 Professors Against the Relativity. You know, if I were wrong, one professor should be quite enough. The anti-relativity company rented the Berlin Philharmonic Hall. I decided to go. Planck thought I was insane. There, in the center of the stage, was Leonard, dressed with his white lab coat. Einstein, der Könige jüdischer Schwindler! Einstein, der Könige jüdischer Lügner! I wanted to see him close up. I had to look at his face. I wanted to see inside his eyes. Someone noticed me, and soon everyone was pointing and whispering, Einstein, Einstein, Einstein. Then Leonard was cursing. Die Theorie der Relativität ist eine andere jüdische Lüge. Then I was clapping. The people were whispering, Einstein, Einstein. I was clapping, and Leonard was still cursing. Did you schmeiße aller jüdische Scientisten? Aus Deutschland! Aus Deutschland! Aus Deutschland! Ah! Then even Leonard had to stop to see what was happening. And a great silence fell on the whole building. And all you could hear was decided to go with Weizmann. I am not a speech maker. We made an agreement. I will stand beside him like a Jewish holy one, and he will ask for the dollars. The way they chased us out of Germany. Who could forget it? Elsa kept the papers. I remember the headlines. Einstein, good riddance. Or the Berliner with my picture in it. And underneath it said, not yet hanged. They even put a price on my head, 5,000 marks. I never knew it was worth so much. They say that if I will return, they would drag me through the streets by the hair. They were throwing my books and burning them in the streets. They were throwing all the Jewish professors in jail and taking them away. And then came the strangest thing of all. A telegram from Fritz Haber. The same Haber from the poison gas who was decorated by the fatherland. Haber, who was against both my pacifism and my Zionism. Now, the same Fritz Haber, who had become Christian and had his children baptized in order to be accepted by his fellow Germans, wanted to know if I could find him a teaching position at the Jewish university that we were building now in Jerusalem. The fatherland no longer have any use to him. Ha! Elsa. I do not understand politics. It is only for the moment. An equation is for eternity. My fellow Americans, the end is not yet. This will be the greatest achievement of organized science in history. Years before, in Europe, I was approached by a young scientist. He had some papers to show me. He was excited, going on with the potential, with the weapons and bombs, based on my equation. I listened for maybe a few minutes, not believing what was I hearing. Then I told him, enough! What you are talking about is madness. All what I did was this. All my equations are about energy, not about bombs, about light, not bombs. You call yourself a scientist? Scientists ought not to concern themselves with such stupidity. You are wasting your time. I will not discuss your ideas with you. No! They are not my ideas! The facts of the matter, I have never worked in the field of applied science. We had a meeting here in this room with all the scientists who had escaped from Germany. I listened to their fears. What if the Nazis created the bomb?